Hey everybody, welcome back to my channel. I'm Danielle and this is Danielle's Books. Thanks for stopping by. This is going to be a reading vlog, reading some new releases. I have a new release thriller and a new release horror, and those books are Your Shadow Half Remains by Sunny Moraine and Bye Baby by Carola Levering. I've actually technically finished both of these videos. I'm just coming back to film a little intro after I've finished reading them. You'll also hear some of my thoughts on Bright Young Women by, I think it's Jessica Knoll, in this video too. So, I'm happy to be back. This is a little 24-ish hour reading vlog. Like I said, I do finish these two books and give you all my thoughts on them. And if you have not already, check out the description box down below. I'll have everything linked down there to wherever you can find me, wherever you can find Zach, my husband, and I'll also have these books that I talk about in this video linked down there too. So let's jump into the video. Don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe because I would love to have you. And let's jump into these books. All right, hello everybody. I probably filmed a separate intro than what this clip is going to be, but I wanted to, get back into the swing of things. So I wanted something that could be like short and quick. So I decided to do a 24-hour reading vlog. It's currently about 7 a.m. On a Thursday, and I'm up. I just fed Maverick. He's with Zach now, and I've got the day off of work, so I'm hoping to get some good reading done. And also the weather has been very nice, so I'm probably going to go to the library, so I should be doing a library haul within this vlog. And then I'm hoping to take Maverick for a walk today, so maybe I'll get some footage of that too. But the first book that I'm tackling in this 24 hours, which I don't know how many I can get to in 24 hours, but I'm starting with Bye Baby by Carola Levering. I haven't read anything by this author before, but I know that her big one was Tell Me Lies. And like I said, I haven't read anything by her. I haven't heard a lot about this book either, but it caught my attention, and so I wanted to read it. I've actually already started it. I'm currently on page 60, chapter 10. And this one is kind of interesting because right away when the book starts, you're kind of getting like what happened. So this book is following two best friends, ex-best friends, Cassie and Billy. You're alternating chapters between those two primarily. And like I said, right away you kind of figure out what happened. So Cassie had a baby. They're both in their 30s, and her baby was kidnapped. And you find out that the ex-best friend / best friend, whatever, they kind of have a weird dynamic right now. Billy is the one who kidnapped the baby. So then we're going back in time to 50 days prior to this happening, and you're figuring out like what led up to this. Like I said, I'm only 60 pages in, but we're kind of figuring out more about like the dynamics of their friendship, what has happened, why they aren't close anymore. And then you also are getting chapters that are in like the past, figuring or like seeing their friendship like at its peak and learning more about their families, because I'm assuming that some of that will kind of play a part in why the girls are the way that they are. Cassie is, like I said, they're both in their 30s, and Cassie is like a social media influencer. She has a big following, and she has like a couple like storefronts, or she has one and is currently like in the process of getting another one. So she has a baby, she has all that, so she's very busy. And Billy has kind of like almost resented her for having the baby, just because now they don't really see each other anymore, and she's like not a baby person. You kind of get beat over the head a little bit with that fact. Like, Billy does not like kids, and it is what it is. But yeah, and then Billy, I can't remember exactly what she does. She like travels. There's the word that I'm looking for and I can't get it in my head. Maybe it's in the synopsis, is like a travel She travels around to different hotels and like, I can't think of what it is, but she does a lot of traveling. So she kind of dates, she has like a prospect right now that she's gone on a few dates with. His name is Adam. We don't know a whole lot about him in the first 60 pages just because that's not like the main focus right now. But yeah, that's kind of all I got so far. I'm still intrigued with it, but it was like she started you off on such a like high note, like, oh my gosh, this is what happened. The best friend took the baby. And now, like, that we're going back through it, I'm like, I wish it would go, like, a little bit faster because now I know kind of what happened. And, like, yeah, you want to know what led to that, but, like, I want, which it's not a slow book, but, and the chapters are pretty quick, too. So, like, okay, she's doing what exactly I said that I wanted her to, but I just wanted to go even faster because I want to know what's going on. So I'm interested in it and I'm going to keep reading it. And then I don't really know for sure what I'm going to pick up next. I have a bunch of books on Kindle Unlimited that I'm really wanting to get to. Those are extreme horror, so I could possibly get to that. And then, I mean, in the thumbnail, you'll probably see what I read because I'm sure I'll have pictures of it. But I have a couple other short ones because it's only 24 hours, so I probably won't be able to get to a lot. I have a couple short ones over there that I might try and get to as well. Midnight on Beacon Street is one that I really want to read. And Green Fuse Burning, maybe, I think is the title. That's one that I want to read. And then I know that I have a bunch of books coming from, I have a bunch of holds at the library that we'll pick up. Like I said, I'll show you those. So I'm going to get back to reading. Like I said, it's 7 o'clock, so we've got the whole day ahead, but I also do have a kid, so, you know, we'll see how much I can get done, and I will see you in the next clip. All right, Maverick's down here. You guys haven't seen Zach in a while. I mean, you really haven't seen me in a while either, but hello.
I'm alive.
We are about to head out of the house. We're going to go to the library to get the holds like I was talking to you about. We're going to go for a family walk, and we are going to grab some lunch. What else are we doing? We got a package to drop off because we've been selling some books, and I will probably update you more on the book in the car because I did make some good progress in that. So I'll probably see you in just a couple seconds in the car, but yeah, let's go out and run some errands and go for a walk. All right, so let's talk about this book. I'm currently about like 150, 160, 170 pages, something like that. So I read about 100 pages, and we're finally getting to like the meat and potatoes. We're at the day of the event. At least, like, there's still been flashback chapters, but the countdown from 50 days, we're finally at the day of, and I'm really excited. So the day of is basically Cassie's birthday party, which Billy was not invited to, and so yeah. Also, though, another wrinkle is that Billy has to go to the building that Cassie's party is at because like one of her other best friends is like going out of town, so she has to cat sit. So like that gives us Billy in the location of said baby and Cassie. So I'm interested to see how exactly this all is going to go down. The past chapters have been very interesting. So Billy has a lot of family trauma, really. Her mom died when she was I can't remember how like long ago it happened. I think it's been like 10 to 15 years, something like that. And she had married basically a scumbag, and so a lot of her past chapters have been about that. And yeah, she had not a great past with you know, parents. She was very close with her mom, though, but her mom was just slowly, you know, losing her mind and all that. So I've liked her past chapters more than I've liked Cassie's past chapters. But yeah, I'm really excited that we're finally at the day of. I think I have like 2.5 hours left in the audiobook. I've been doing both listening and following physically. So, I mean, you guys know if you've been following me that that's kind of my preferred method of reading lately. So, yeah, I'm gonna get back into it. We're on our way to the library now. I think Zach is gonna run in and grab the holds I was talking about, and then we're gonna go for our walk. So I'll probably check in. I mean, I might film a little clip on our walk, and then I'll probably read a little bit more after lunch, and I can give you an update then. So I will see you then. We're on our walk. Maverick's down here. About to put him in the baby swing. Say hi.
Hi.
All right, it is a little bit later. It's currently 2:30. I have made more progress in my book, but first I thought I would do a little library haul because we picked up the books that were on hold. So the first one is Butcher and Blackbird by Brynne Weaver. I've just heard a lot of good things about this one. I don't know too much about it. I think it's like a serial killer romance, but I'm not totally sure on that. So got this one. Next up, I guess I'll stack them over here. Next up, I got Piglet. Here's my little receipt. I got Piglet by Lottie Hazel. Let me show you the cover. Again, I don't really know much about like any of these, to be honest. Sorry if you hear Mav. He's eating over there with Zach. Bailey's birthday was yesterday, so she's gonna be playing with a toy. I gotta just kind of film one when I have a chance here. This one says, a stylish, uncommonly clever novel about the things we want and the things we think we want. Piglet is both an examination of women's often complicated relationship with food and a celebration of the messes life sometimes makes for us. Sorry, there's like tape here that's blocking some of the words. This is another one I got. This was actually an Aardvark pick last month, but I think I ended up skipping Aardvark last month, obviously because I didn't get any books. But okay, Bailey just bumped the table. Next up, we have Ghost Station by S.A. Barnes. This is the author of, I think, Dead Silence from last year. This is another space horror book by her. Neither of us read Dead Silence last year, but I think we wanted to. I kind of got this one more for Zach because I felt like this would be kind of his thing. And this one just got released the week that I am filming this. So, a new release. Next up, we have Eric LaRocca's new one, This Skin Was Once Mine and Other Disturbances. I have read many, many things by them and have had hits and misses. So I'm excited to see where this one will fall. So there's that one. I think there's 4 different stories in this one. So I'm excited to give that one a try. Next up, we have The Best Way to Bury Your Husband by Alexia Casale. And I think this one's more on like the cozy mystery side. Again, I'm not totally sure. It says, sometimes a woman has to take matters into her own hands. What are you laughing about?
All the noises he's making.
Yeah, he's a very noisy eater. He's just started eating like purees and stuff. So feeding has been very exciting. So sorry about all those noises.
And as you can hear, it's very exciting for him too.
Yes, he's loving it. Okay, the other one I got is The New Couple in 5B. I love this cover. I love the font and the pinky purple. This one says, a couple inherits an apartment with a spine-tingling past in this haunting and propulsive thriller. I think I've only read one book by this author, and I think it was the book that she came out with this last winter. It was like a Christmas thriller that was like fine, not super memorable. But I'm excited to get to this one because, again, this is another new release. I think this one maybe was like February, though. I'm not totally sure. I've been a little bit out of it. Next up, we have Bloom by Delilah S. Dawson. This is one that I picked up because I've just heard like everyone say that they have really enjoyed this book. So I wanted to be part of that, group of people. Also, this book is just beautiful. But I've heard several people that I really trust their reviews say that this is a good one, and it's nice and short. So I'm hoping to get to this one this month. I didn't make a TBR for the month. I'm just kind of going off vibes. But that's one that I definitely want to prioritize. Next up, we have Kill for Love by Laura Picklesheimer. Maybe? We don't know. And this one I haven't heard too much about. I think I've only seen a few reviews. I saw this one like on the new bookshelf or on the new books display at the library. This one says the boys on the row are only after one thing, but Tiffany's on the hunt for something more. That doesn't do a whole lot for me, to be honest, but I'm just excited to read this one. And now my mailman's coming, so just lots of noises in this clip. All right, last one up is Day One by Abigail Dean. This is another new release, I think, from March. I haven't read anything by this author. I think her big book was called Girl A. I'm not totally sure. So, again, another new thriller that I'm excited to get to, hopefully soon. Also, if you're new to my videos, I work at the library, so I often see a lot of the new books. I kind of know what's coming out when. I know I just said I've been a little bit out of touch. That's been with BookTube. I have a plethora of videos in like my watch for later or whatever, just because I'm very, very behind. But let's talk about Bye Baby. Also, Zach just finished a book right before, or we were both reading at the same time because Mav was just kind of chilling. And he read We Spread by Ian Reid. And not to spoil, he's probably going to have like a recent reads coming out. Not to spoil anything for that, but
It's depressing.
I think it was a positive reading experience. So, Bye Baby. I am currently up to page 219. The baby has been taken. Okay, hold on. It's not like I love it. I'm just laughing. I finally got to the part that I've been waiting for, though. And it's been interesting so far to see kind of like the aftermath. I can't really talk too much about it because I don't want to spoil anything, obviously, because you already know that the baby is taken, but that's exactly where it stops when it tells you about that in like the first few pages. So I can't really talk too much more about it, but I'm still really enjoying it. Now that we're kind of in the aftermath chapters, I'm like flying through it. I picked up the speed on Audible just because I'm like, okay, I need this to go a little bit faster. I'm like in it to win it here. So I think I have like an hour and a half left in the audiobook now. So we'll definitely get that done this afternoon. And then I might be starting the book Your Shadow Half Remains. I don't have that book in front of me right now. It's in the other room because Zach was reading it. And yeah. And so I don't have it with me. I can put like a cover on the screen or something like that. But I think that might be the one that I attempt next. I'm not totally sure. But again, you'll know from the thumbnail. So I think the plan is to keep Maverick up a little bit longer to play. And then he'll probably take a nap because he hasn't really had like a long nap today. He's taken a couple like 20-minute, 30-minute naps, and we're like ready for like a long one. So hopefully that'll come soon and I can finish my book because I've only got an hour and a half and I'm really excited to get to it. So I will be getting back to it and I will give you an update probably at the finish now, because I think now that I can't really talk a whole lot about it because everything will pretty much be a spoiler, I'll probably just wait until the ending to give another update. So I will see you then. All right, I am back in the car. It's a little while later. It's currently, actually I have Zach's phone here with me. It's currently 6:10 and Zach is picking up some food right now. And I have started my second book for the day, and that is Your Shadow Half Remains by Sunny Moraine. I did finish Bye Baby, which I'll talk about more when I get home, just because I'll have the book in front of me and everything. But I want to talk about this one that I just started, and I'm only a few chapters in, and I'm intrigued, but I'm also like slightly confused. We're finally getting like a little bit of explanation, it seems like, about like what's going on here. Basically, my understanding is that like if you make eye contact with someone, you basically are like filled with like a fit of rage or something and like want to kill them. And the person that we're following is Riley. We don't really know much about her. Like, I have no idea how old she is or anything. I just know that she pretty much has no family and she's on her own. And that's pretty much all I've got so far. So I'm interested to see like how, or like to learn more about like kind of what's going on in this world, and to learn more about Riley, because literally we don't really know much. 4 chapters in. This is a very short book. It's only like 150 pages. So I should definitely finish this within the next couple hours. There is an audiobook that I will be listening to along with following along physically when I get home, because Zach actually started this book and I think he ended up DNFing it because he wasn't feeling it. So we do have the audiobook, and we'll get to that, and I'll get to that when we get home, because it's, like I said, it's 6:11. Maverick will be going to sleep in like an hour and a half, so then we'll kind of have the rest of the night free. So that's probably when I'll get to some updates, hopefully on both of the books. But so far, a good reading day, and I'm excited to talk to you about Bye Baby a little bit later on. So I will chat with you when I get back home and when I have more of an update for Your Shadow Half Remains. Okay, it is technically the next morning, but we're gonna keep continuing this vlog. I want to update you actually on 2 different books. Did I ever finish talking about Bye Baby? I think I'm gonna settle on, I'm debating between a 3.5 and a 4 star. While I I actually really enjoyed the book. For the most part, it wasn't like, it was almost too like clean of a wrap up for like my taste, but I thought the writing was great, and I was intrigued throughout the whole book, like I kind of mentioned in the clips before. And you really get to like know the characters a whole lot. So if you like a character driven book, this could be one for you. One note I will say though, if you're looking at this book thinking like, I want a thriller, this is going to be thrilling, this is not that. This is not a very thrilling book at all, honestly. It's not even like super, I don't really know. Like, if this is being categorized as a thriller, I don't fully agree with that. Just because you kind of already know what's going on. So, I don't know, it's a little bit tricky. Like I said, if you're wanting something thrilling, maybe this isn't the book for you. Another book that I actually made some headway in is Bright Young Women. I don't have the cover on this right now, but I actually don't even know where it is. I started this several months ago, and I made it up to about page 100, page 97. And this one has just been kind of like a slow process for me to get into it. I kind of took 2 months off of reading, to be honest. So I read a little bit more into this, and I'm really liking this one. This one is basically a fictionalized retelling of Ted Bundy's crimes. It's not actually said that it's about Ted Bundy, but you can kind of put together, if you like know the case even like a little bit, kind of put together that this is what that is referring to. But also the author has talked about that in interviews too. And I'm enjoying this one so far. Again, if you're thinking that this is like a thriller, I wouldn't I would say don't go into this thinking that it's a thriller, because this is kind of a tricky one, because it's not really a thriller, not really a mystery. There's some like historical fiction aspects to it because of the like time frame that we're dealing with. I don't know, this is a tricky one to put into a genre as well, but I'm really enjoying this one. I have a feeling that this one's probably gonna be 5 stars. The writing is beautiful. You can tell that the author really took time to I guess like study this case or look into it, and there's some, you know, quotes that I've been really digging in this one, so I made some way into that one. And then the other book I'm planning to finish in this vlog is Your Shadow Half Remains by Sunny Moraine. I made it up to page 59, chapter 15, and this is like 150 pages, so I've got like about 100 pages left, about an hour left in the audiobook, and I'm really liking this one so far. I can't remember exactly where I left off with talking about Riley. I remember saying like I didn't know a whole lot about really what was going on. I think I talked to you on like chapter 4, which is only like 10 or 15 pages, something like that. And right now where I've left off, she basically, I really can't even remember what I was saying about it. Basically, if you make eye contact, you get into like a fit of rage. You like want to kill. And so Riley is very, as well as everybody, she kind of lives a little bit isolated, and she's very careful about, like not coming into contact with anybody. And like, she will order food for like 4 months at a time so that she can guarantee that like she has enough food for that time, while also not having to, or just to keep the possible interactions at a minimum. But much to her surprise, someone moves in like a little bit down the ways or something, like in the neighborhood, and they actually come to Riley's house and introduce themselves as like her new neighbor. And she's super caught off guard because she's like, that's super that's super risky to do that, because like what if she's not wearing blinders, or you know, however they have to cover up their eyes, they're calling them blinders or like goggle like things. But Riley is also kind of fascinated with her because she hasn't had human interaction in so long. And so that's kind of where I've left off. The new neighbor's name is Ellis, and so I'm excited to keep going into this. I don't know what to expect, but yeah, I only have like an hour or so left, so I think I'm going to finish this, and then I'll probably end this vlog. But pretty good reading for 24-ish hours. So yeah, I'll check in with you in a little bit. All right, I'm here to end this vlog. I have finished Your Shadow Half Remains by Sunny Moraine. I am gonna give this one 3.5 stars. I really liked the story, but some parts were a little confusing. I thought that everything didn't exactly like, I don't know, I feel like some things didn't quite make sense with the story. I thought the ending was like a little underwhelming, but like I still enjoyed reading it. I was very curious about what was going on in this like post-apocalyptic world. And yeah, I can't really say too much about it just because it's only like 150 pages, but I think I'm gonna settle on 3.5 stars for this one. And then the other book that I finished in this video is Bye Baby by Corolla Lovering. I think I'm going to settle on 4 stars for this one. I've kind of sat with it now for, you know, basically the night. There's a dog hair on this. And I think I'm going to settle on 4 stars. I think I was saying when I had originally reviewed it that I was between a 3 and a 4. And we're going with a 4. I keep thinking about this book, and I think that between the two of these, I definitely liked this one a little bit more. And I would probably read more from this author too. Actually, I'd probably read more from both of them. But I'm excited that I finally got to this. I wanted to read this for a book club that I was interested in participating in. So yeah, these are the 2 books that I got through. And then I think that Bright Young Women, I'll probably keep reading that for the next vlog I do. I'm hoping to do a weekly vlog starting on either Sunday or Monday. So just in a couple days here. So you'll probably see that one in that video because I'm planning to finish it next week. And then, so yeah, if you're curious to see my like final thoughts on that one, look out for that video coming hopefully soon. But yeah, that's all I've got for this one. Let me know if you read any of these, or yeah, any of these 3 books. Let me know your thoughts on them, or if you're planning to pick them up. I would love to know. Thank you so much for watching. Don't forget to check out the description box down below. There will be links to everything down there, including these books. And I hope that you have a great week, day, whenever you're watching this. And I will catch you in the next video. Bye!